Perfect. Okay. So I didn't write down any news other than there was a Tears of the Kingdom demo
Yes.
that I did not watch.
I watched it.
Okay, cool. Talk to us about it.
It's actually pretty cool. Like, obviously the graphics are going to be the same as would
Yeah.
a sequel to Breath of the Wild be, but there are some like pretty crazy like new abilities. So, one of the abilities is called Recall, if I can remember correctly. I'll just go like what I remember from the thing.
Yeah.
Recall it, like you literally like rewind an object's like motion. So like now there are like sky islands in the game. So like they're like landforms like in the sky that you can go up to, but how do you get there? Oh, a rock just fell from one of the sky islands. Now you can use your new ability to ride up that rock and then go back to the sky island.
That's pretty cool. And you can do that to anything, I assume.
It looks. I mean, they only like demoed it for like that particular like rock, but I would assume so. What else? They have a ability where you can fuse stuff together. So you have a
yeah, I've been seeing memes about this.
Yeah.
What is the function of this ability?
I think it's like to create new items. So like the first trailer, like you actually saw Link like riding like a mechanized flying machine.
Yeah.
You have to use fuse to create those items.
Oh, okay. So is this like in place of durability? Is this like instead of having one sword that lasts, 10 minutes, you have like you just make two sword?
Right. I honestly don't know. Like it definitely does increase the durability of the item. Like in the demo, he is like a tree branch and a rock, a boulder, and then he fuse them together to like make a hammer.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, hey.
So my Toga is here. Hello. And Langwill, who is Mason, who's Drizzle, I think
so.
Says Fuse was definitely the coolest
to me.
Mason, I'm literally I was texting you. I got halfway through the text and then shit for stream popped off. So I'll text you after stream. The end. Hold on. I just realized I don't have it on my phone and I want it open on my phone. Yes, okay.
Yeah, so I think it definitely improves durability, but like cuz Breath of the Wild has the multitude of different like weapons and armors, and why not?
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to change that purely because of Fuse, but I would like to hope that they're going to have both of those in this game.
Okay.
So we'll see.
I really love changing clothes in games.
Yeah.
So I hope that is at least there.
Yeah, me too. They actually have use for monster parts in this game, as opposed to it just being used to like make monster stew and the cooking. I don't even know if there's cooking in this game, but
it really seems like they don't want to show off anything.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet and this video really seems like they don't want to show off anything, but Nintendo was like, no, you have to.
Right.
So they were like, okay.
Like, fine. I saw a part where like he fused those like bat creatures in the first game.
Yeah.
You kill one and then you get their eyeball or whatnot.
Yeah.
He fused an eyeball to an arrow and it started honing onto enemies.
Oh.
So like you shoot the arrow in the general direction of an enemy and then it flies to it.
Sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's got to have a because I've played games like this before where it's like combine any two things into thing.
Right.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah,
in the like hyper open world post-apocalypse Breath of the Wild.
Right. My biggest hope is that it's basically Breath of the Wild, but they add all this new cool stuff in here.
Yeah.
Like they keep the cooking, they keep the like the amount of weapons and like clothes that they had, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But then they also add like all these new abilities.
Well, your hope with a sequel is always that they keep what worked,
right,
and they improve upon what didn't work. And the struggle I can only imagine that comes with making a sequel to Breath of the Wild is that not a lot of stuff didn't work.
Right.
There's not many, there's not like the biggest complaint that like is shared amongst everyone is durability,
Right.
and it seems like
they're improving it.
they're improving that, and like from there we can only hope that the new stuff they add is actually fun.
Right.
And it sounds like it's gonna
be. There's also another ability. I think it's called Ascend. It's like you go into like this place that has a ceiling. You press a button and then it just shoots you up like through the ceiling to the next level.
Oh,
So
I remember. Yeah, I remember seeing that briefly in one of the trailers from like years ago.
I was thinking to myself, like, is that only like a specific place? But like, no, it's anything with a ceiling. That's literally what he said. So, I think like maybe like it's just to correct like the issue with stamina. Like you didn't have enough stamina, so you just fall down.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That's interesting. I have to sneeze again.
Bless you. Bless you.
Oh my god. Thank you. That's cool. Yeah. When does that game come out? Do we know?
May. Let me look it up. Hold on.
Oh, you're doing it? Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Hold on.
Oh, I keep forgetting. There's like a What do you got?
May 12th. So
May 12th. Okay.
Not too far away.
Yeah, a little over a month. Yeah. So the other, I keep forgetting about this. Oh yeah, we got a May.
Oh, there we go.
12th in chat. Thank you for that. Do you like it or not like it when I call out your typos? So, the only other thing that's not PAX East related that happened is that E3 got canceled.
I think you were predicting that to happen like ever since COVID happened or whatnot. Like E3 is gonna get canceled until like it's no longer a thing.
Well, here's the thing. A lot of people are saying like this is the end of E3, and I'm not gonna lie, it probably is. They haven't said that yet outright. They're just saying that this one is canceled, but it's, last year E3 happened and it was not what anyone, like, it was digital only.
Right.
There was no trade show. So like if you don't have a trade show, what's the point of E3? Because we as consumers keep forgetting that like watching trailers is fun and watching press conferences is fun, but like E3 is a trade show where you go to like do business,
right.
Like there's a lot of stuff that like actually happens there at the physical space. And if you have a digital show and then you're basically just showing trailers, right? Which is fine, I guess, but then you have the issue of like, well, even though E3 is a digital only event that anyone can participate in, Microsoft refuses to participate in it. You know what I mean? So then that happens. It was fine. And then like a month or two ago, Nintendo, Xbox, and Sony all pulled out of E3 like the same week.
Right. And those are like the big three, like
those are the big three. Yeah,
like,
those are.
Without them, there's like.
I feel like even if it was just one of them, then maybe not. But if it was even just two of them, I think this would have happened as well. But then all the like smaller ones that are still big, like Ubisoft pulled out and Sega just pulled out. And I don't know if Square Enix had officially pulled out yet, but yeah, they canceled it and they said that it was because it, the statement they gave was like we tried to make it the best we could and it didn't work or something. But the E3 season, as I've always called it, is not dead because we have the Summer Game Fest, and like even if we didn't have Summer Game Fest, I have a feeling that these developers, talking specifically about Microsoft and Capcom and Ubisoft, would probably just have a digital press conference anyways around the time of E3.
Like by themselves, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like that part of it is not going away, which is fun.
Like a Nintendo Direct, but specifically for like Ubisoft
Yeah, exactly.
That makes
We're
sense.
not calling it E3. Make sure you don't plan yours at the same time as mine.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm at the very least the consumer based like news like feed part of it will live on, and hopefully hopefully the part of E3 that relied on the developers that relied on the in person aspect of E3 to happen are okay.
Right. Do you think they like go from E3 to like finally like kind of going to like these conventions and like PAX East or like PAX West or to like kind of market their
I honestly
products?
don't know what happens from here, because you're right. Trade show stuff happens at all these cons like this, but E3 was like, hello, we are a trade show.
Right,
Come
yeah.
here to make video games and
Like
solicit
show
video games. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I don't know. I don't really know what happens to that part of the industry. I'm sure it will be fine. Video games are like the second most profitable media franchise or
Something like
whatever.
that. Yeah.
I think it's literally like movies, video games, and then TV
Right.
or something like that. But you know, I haven't checked.
Yeah, this is
in
I
a
don't
while.
like what you were like what you're saying this isn't the end of E3 wouldn't kill the industry, but it would be like, okay, so what next?
See,
So-
and here's the thing, like 4-5 years ago, E3 getting canceled would be like a huge hit
Right.
to the like, it would be a huge blow to the like the video game industry. But like, it's sort of it's odd growing up being excited for E3, watching E3 every year, and knowing like this is when E3 happens, and it always happens. And then hearing the news that E3 was canceled, and my reaction was just like, yeah, I kind of figured.
Right.
Like, it's just
Yeah,
so
yeah.
weird. I never thought we'd be here. But here we are. And I'm equal parts like upset that E3 isn't happening, but also like sort of excited to see what happens next. Like,
Right.
obviously, at least for this year, Jeff Keighley's got us covered with Summer Game Fest. And maybe that becomes the new thing. But then I have questions about like, if Summer Game Fest just turns into E3, why did E3 have to be canceled? Like,
Yeah.
now it seems like they're at that point, maybe there's something else I'm not considering that is the reason that it got canceled. But yeah, it's a weird bit of news to talk about, because like I said, like E3 was very, very huge, and it like hasn't been recently. So the
Yeah.
fact that it was canceled is just like, okay,
Right.
which is weird. I never thought we'd be here. But where's the time? There we go. Okay. Yes. Sorry, haven't streamed in whenever I do a con, it feels like 3 weeks.
It's like you're floating in midair. That's how I feel whenever I do a night shift. It's like, where am I? What day is it?
I feel like I wanted to say I haven't streamed in so long. I streamed like 8 days ago or some shit like that. It was just PAX East was a lot. But was there any other video game news that you?
I have one.
Okay, cool.
You know that multiverse game where it's like Smash but with like
Tom
Sawyer?
Multiverses. Oh
Exactly.
wait, sorry, Tom Sawyer.
Sorry, Tom the cat from. Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's going offline, and the relaunch is planned for 2024.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. So I did hear about this. The game has been in open beta this whole time.
Right.
And typically, what video games will do is one day they'll just be like, "Hey guys, we're not in beta anymore." That's what Smite did. Smite was in beta for I think like 11 years or something, and then all of a sudden they were like, "Yeah, we're not anymore." It's very. I've never seen a game do this. The game, like, it's a competitive multiplayer game.
Yep.
That was very hot.
It's like Smash
when it first came out.
Like Smash ripoff.
Yes,
Sorry.
exactly. No. That's exactly what it is. I guess the like term for them is brawlers.
Okay.
That is what the genre has like
Has
chosen
become.
to call itself. But no, it's like a consistently online like multiplayer competitive game that is now dead.
Right.
until
2024.
until they say that it's not anymore.
Right.
It's so interesting. So it's just odd to think about because like if you bought costumes or a season pass or something, I can only assume lose access to that stuff, but it's fine because it'll be back eventually.
Right.
It's just so. What could have like? What do we think went wrong? Like why close it for over a year?
Like in my head, like you know the Nicktoons brawler game and like this game. They came out like right after like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate came out. So
yeah.
In my head, my theory is like they saw how profitable like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was, that they're like, oh, like, we can do that. Like we have license to these characters. We can totally make a game that will appeal to like the general public and like who love these characters and whatnot. And then like just from like seeing like on Nintendo Switch, like they're like dropping down Nicktoons Brawl from like $59 to like $6 for a deal. And it's like, okay, so maybe this didn't work, so maybe they're just now taking this opportunity to like really realize like, okay, this didn't work, Smash beat us all. So what do we do to rebrand this kind of game and make it kind of better now that Smash is like kind of the Smash hype is kind of dying down because it's been out for whatnot, like who knows how long now. So
you think they were riding off like the coattails of like the excitement level that we all had for Smash Ultimate, because Smash Ultimate kept releasing DLC characters for a while.
Exactly, yeah.
So it sort of was like engagement in Smash Ultimate really didn't start to decrease until very recently.
Yeah. Because like now like there's no more DLC for it, like it's done.
Right, exactly.
So the game is complete.
You fucking we don't know what's happening with Smash Brothers.
Right.
We don't know if there will ever be another Smash Brothers. There probably will because Nintendo likes money.
They do.
Can't blame them. I like it too. But like you push your game back to 2024, you run the risk of fucking
losing everything.
Clashing with the release of another Smash Brothers game.
True. So I think they're just rolling the dice and taking their chance and seeing like hopefully like Nintendo isn't that like desperate to release a new Ultimate, like fingers crossed.
I think, and I don't know why I think this, but I think that once Mario Kart 8 DLC is done releasing, I have a feeling that something big is going to be announced. Be it
like Mario Kart, like something, or
be it a new Mario Kart or a new Smash something.
Right.
I just think that this Mario Kart 8 DLC rollout, I think was definitely a like, oh shit, we don't have anything. We'll just do this while we work on that big exciting thing we're doing. And obviously Tears of the Kingdom is coming out, and we just got the announcement of Pikmin 4, which looks incredible. But other than that, like, if you notice, like, there's just been a lot of like what has Nintendo done recently? They re-released Metroid again, and they re-released this, and like it. So I feel, even though Tears of the Kingdom is coming out and it's going to be great, it's going to take the world by storm. I feel like, in terms of like multiplayer Smash Nintendo games, Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, Mario sports games, Splatoon, I feel like a calm coming before hopefully something big
bomb hits.
I just feel like, I don't know why, I just my instincts are telling me that Nintendo is cooking up something.
Right. If anything, like, they're definitely good at keeping stuff up their sleeves until like they really like want to, because like I remember with Animal Crossing, like they announced it it was literally like, I think it was literally during a Smash announcement when they revealed oh my god, Isabella for Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and then
they
and then at the very end they're like, oh yeah, by the way, in Animal Crossing for Switch is coming out.
and then they were radio silent about that new Animal Crossing for like a full year.
Yeah, and then of course COVID, and we were like, "Jokes on you! We were planning on releasing it at this perfect date, this perfect time."
Dude,
we definitely weren't waiting, and we're definitely not releasing like every single part of the non-finished products as a DLC. So,
right. March 20th, 2020, the day the Earth stood still because everyone was home playing Animal Crossing and not getting COVID.
Right.
And then it's a pie chart, and there's a wedge that's this big, and those people are playing Doom Eternal, which also came out on that day.
Poor Doom.
No, I'm sure it's great. It's just it doesn't have Isabelle in it.
Exactly.
So
that's the biggest thing that they're missing. No, but honestly, I think that you're right though. Like I know that like in regards to like the multiplayer thing, I think the biggest thing that came out like most recently, like that's not DLC, has been Splatoon 3, and like that's. I mean, I'm not part of the Splatoon community, but like it looks pretty.
No, it seems like Splatoon 3 is doing pretty good. I think they really shot themselves in the foot with Splatoon 2 having such a terrible like connectivity issues.
And that's like the biggest part of the game.
yeah. For sure. The single players in Splatoon is fun, definitely, but you play for the multiplayer. I did not get Splatoon 3. It was I might have, but I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm not a big like multiplayer online person because like one, connectivity, and two, like toxicity.
Yeah.
But it's funny enough because my brother I asked him about Splatoon 3 because he used to be like really really big on Splatoon, and I was like, did you want to like get this? And he was like, no, I'm fine. I'm like, okay, all right.
Well, they haven't, as far as I can tell. The Splatoon games have come out very quickly.
Yeah.
In succession to one another, and they don't really like. I feel like, and this is me saying this having not played 3 even for a second. I feel like they don't really like iterate enough. Like I feel like you could probably, to someone who played Splatoon a few times once, could show them footage from any of them and not be able to tell what it is.
Oh, that's true.
Because it does seem, at least as far as the multiplayer is concerned, it does seem like it's just basically the same game each time, but with a few tweaks.
Right.
And that new DLC, they announced Splatoon 3 DLC, and maybe I'm dumb, but as far as I could tell, it literally just looks like a skin swap for the town but now it's the town from 1, but everything functions the same, but it's $20. Maybe I'm missing something, but it looks like people were really excited in the comments, so maybe I am missing something.
Honestly, I can't tell because I'm not, like I said before, I'm not the biggest Splatoon fan. I just think that the little characters are really cute.
Yeah.
But like I honestly couldn't tell you about like what's different, what's like tweaked and whatnot.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. Splatoon 2 was good. The single player was fine. The single player DLC, which is free if you have the expansion, the Nintendo Online expansion, is very good. It's very, very good. But it sucks that the best part of that game is an extra $20.
Right.
But the Octo expansion is very, very good, and it has a lot of like nostalgia Easter eggs for like old Nintendo hardware. It's cool. It's cool.
Cool.
But yeah. So moving on to you. What have you played this week? What have you been playing lately?
So like to be honest, like I'm a nurse, so like I don't really have a lot of time to sit down and play video games. But I did buy this new game called Storyteller. I was telling you about this before.
Oh yes, you did.
I guess it's been like in development hell for like 15 years or so, and it just came out on the Switch. It's basically a puzzle game where like you have this like you have a prompt on the top of the screen. It's like the title, like, so it's like a tragic ending, and then you have this. You can choose between like different scenes, and you can choose between different characters.
This game?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot about this game. I heard about this game a long time ago.
I saw a trailer on it for like about it like a year ago, and I was like, I want to see if like, and it said that it was coming out like soon. So I was like, okay, like I'll save it, and it finally came out. I was like, yes.
Oh
And
yeah,
I had
I remember being interested in this game, but then, as you said, it never came out.
right.
So is it literally just rearranging the things
Mhm.
on the bottom of the screen until the story makes sense?
Exactly.
That's
And then
okay.
and then
That's
sometimes it'll be like the monster has been killed, and then it'll be like, oh, but the monster was really was really not the bad guy, and then you have to match that prompt. So there are like two different prompts that you can use to use the characters to create for those prompts.
oh
So there
okay.
might be like multiple on one page.
Got it. Okay.
I beat the game in like 2 days just because I was having so much fun with it.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Maybe a speed run is in the future for that game. We'll see
That would be
what
cool.
happens.
That would be cool.
I just hope that they come up with like a sequel, because oh my god, I need more of that.
Yeah, dude. I'm glad that game is out and that it's good. The town is on fire apparently.
Yeah, sounds like it. What else? Still playing Pokemon Scarlet.
Nice.
I'm in the crater now.
Yeah, cool.
Area 0. I stopped just because I got Storyteller, so I wanted to like play that game first. But I'm almost there. To the end, I should say. And then I also got this other puzzle game called A Little to the Left. It's literally like puzzles, but it's like household objects. You gotta like organize them in like a certain way. Like they might have you like, oh boy. Sorry. They might have you like rearrange like books in like a certain way, or like you have like these scraps of paper that like once rearranged properly they make a picture.
Oh yeah, I've seen this one too. So what the reason I didn't, so is this like is there like a wrong way to do this? Like, is there a win and a lose on this, or is it just like you put it however it fits and then you're good?
No, sorry, there's definitely like a wrong way to do stuff. But like once I think actually the like what you said, there are wrong ways to do it, and like you won't be able to complete the puzzle until you do it the right way.
Like what I'm looking at is a junk drawer that's segmented into shapes, and on either side is just like a pile of bullshit.
Oh yeah.
So and I'm assuming the object is to get all this stuff into the
right.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's like just one puzzle. Like other puzzles are like, oh, the pictures are crooked. What are you gonna do? And there was one puzzle like where it's that prompt, but like, the pictures in the picture. So the picture frames are like straight, but the pictures in the picture frames are crooked. So you actually have to hang the pictures crooked to make it the picture straight.
Have you ever played Unpacking?
I want to play that game.
I think you'd like it.
Yeah.
It's very short and it's very relaxing, and it's like it's just the right amount of like this is a puzzle game, but there's kind of no way to mess it up,
right,
stuff like that. I thought it was very good. I played it on Game Pass. The
Nice.
end.
I'm waiting for that to like go on sale, and then I'll buy it on the Switch. I think I've been getting like into a groove of like going to puzzle games.
Yeah. Well, I immediately thought of Unpacking because it's so similar to A Little to the Left.
Right. There's also a game I saw on I actually have it on my phone. I did have it on my phone, but then I deleted it because I beat it.
Oh, cool.
What's it called again? I can't remember, but it's like you play this like this tinkerer. I can't remember her official title, but like in each level you have like a different object that's been like broken, and then you have to fix it. So like in one of the objects is like a music box, and like for some reason it's not playing music. It's not like the ballerina's not turning in the box. So you gotta like see like you have to actually like physically dismantle it.
Interesting.
See what's wrong and put it back together again. So I'll try to find out the name of it, but it was really fun.
Did you see that fucking pizza game we play is on Switch now? That pizza phone game.
Oh,
where the people.
Good pizza.
Good pizza, great pizza. Yeah, good pizza, great pizza is on Switch now. I was like, it's a video game.
Yeah. I actually have it on my iPad or my my Kindle Fire.
Hell yeah.
Tablet, but like I put it down for a little bit just because ironically it was stressing me out.
Oh yeah, did you get to the Grubhub part where you have to fill Grubhub orders?
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, that was a little too much for me. I was like, ooh, this is a lot. I'm failing more than I'm winning.
Yeah. So maybe someday I'll like go back into it. Like maybe I'll actually download it on the Switch to like really make sure it's there. But like, you know.
Yeah.
It's always a fun time.
Okay. I'm gonna talk about Resident Evil 4 now.
Okay.
I've played the whole thing.
Nice.
At this point. I literally, it came out during PAX, and then I came home, and the day after PAX I downloaded it, and last night at 12:30 I beat it. So I really liked it. Obviously, it's very good. Capcom has done it again. They have remade a good game and made it better. Couple things that I wanted to mention briefly, and I've mentioned this before, but all the weird stuff with Ashley is gone, which is great. There's no misogyny to be seen.
That's good.
There's literally that scene, the famous scene that always gets memed, where Luis, he says, like, I didn't know the president's daughter was equipped with ballistic missiles, referring to her boobs.
Yeah.
It's just completely gone. It's just replaced with a totally normal conversation between two full-grown adults. It's great. And Ashley is way better in this game.
Good. Thank God.
So you watched us play that game, right?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like this is the same game that you guys play on the channel, right?
Yes, yeah.
I think I was with you guys too.
Sorry. Oh, you're good. Yeah, so you know how some things are like a statue of a cat, and then you have to find things to put into it. So
right.
So they've streamlined that. So rather than like cat with 2 cat eyes, it has to be these 2. You put them in. There's 6 different gemstones and 2 different gemstone shapes. So everything that can have something slotted into it, it can be any of those gems.
Okay.
And the way it calculates bonuses is like, if this one has 3 circle slots and you do 3 red gems, you're going to get less of a bonus than if you do a red, a blue, and a yellow gem.
Oh, okay.
So it like all comes out in the wash that way. So when I was at the very end of the game, I was in a situation where I had a bunch of low-level gems, and I just sort of had to shove them into everything that I have left just so I could sell them. And then I was left with like 11 gems that I was just like, all right, I'll just sell them. So that has been like changed, but like it's not even like better. It's just different, and I like it. In that game, there's this thing where very early in the game, the merchant's like, go hit all the blue medallions.
Oh, yeah, yep.
So instead of 15, it's only 5 of them.
Okay.
But there's more requests from the merchant. There's 19 requests in total. And a lot of them are the blue medallions, but some of them are like, go kill all the rats in this one room.
Gotcha.
Some of them are like, now that you've completed the village, go back to the village, and there's like a crazy hard enemy there.
Right.
Now you go fight it. So that was pretty cool. I liked how that was expanded. Like I keep saying, all the weird stuff that makes this game weird and memey, it's all there.
Right.
There's the shooting ranges there. The Where's Everybody Going Bingo is still in there. The fucking weird like Benjamin Button baby is still in the game.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, it's all the weird shit in this game is in there. The giant fish is still in there, but all the misogyny is gone, which is great.
That's good.
Want to talk about Ada.
Okay.
Do you know this character, Ada Wong?
Okay.
From
she's actually who I base my hairstyle off of.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, dude. So I famously don't love her. The video games, she refuses to develop as a character. These games like to treat her as though she's Leon's love interest, even though she absolutely isn't. And I will admit, she is his love interest in the 6th one. Okay, but like in the 2nd one, they literally just met, and they do share a kiss, but she's completely manipulating him in that moment. In the 4th one, the one that I'm actually talking about right now, she literally like the whole time he's like, "What are you doing here?" And she's like, "I'm on a secret mission, and you're not gonna know about it." And that's the whole game. And Leon's just like, "Will you help me?" And she's like, "No, bye." And then she literally grappling hooks away. And it's very easy to not like her. And here's the interesting thing: whenever she's playable, her sections are always my favorite.
Oh, really?
She's really fun to play as. I just don't like her character. And she only shows up. She's a Leon side character because the games that Leon are in and the games that Ada are in are all the same. They're in 2, 4, and 6. Those two characters don't show up in any other games. So when Leon's there, Ada is there, and she just like, especially in Resident Evil 4, she like does nothing to help Leon. She does nothing to like save the president's daughter, which is the whole mission. She just like has her own thing, and you never get to find out what it is. At least if you only play the Leon campaign.
Right.
And then you get to the 6th one, and she literally like there's a final boss in 6, and you play it as Leon with Ada helping you, and she literally like professes her undying love to Leon, and is just like, I was mean to you because I love you and all this.
No.
And Leon in that scene is just like, okay.
Oh, God.
Like, I don't, like, you've given me nothing up until this moment, but whatever. But the thing I wanted to talk about with Ada, because she's very cool in this game. I like the way she looks and acts. I just don't like how she treats Leon.
Right.
But something that I thought was very cool, that people seem to not like on the internet for some reason, but I really like it, and I will defend it until I'm dead. They finally got Asian voice actor to voice her. I saw like a comparison video between all the voices, and it's always a white woman until this game, and I could hear it. I was like, is that an Asian woman? And I looked it up. I was like, it is. It's an Asian voice actress. And I thought she was doing really good. Apparently people don't like the voice she did, but I think it fits really well, and it gets a check in my book because she's actually Asian. Which like, yeah, have the person who's the thing voice the it just makes so much sense to me. And I was actually, Ada's had like 9 different voice actors. This is the first Asian one. They're all white women up until now. I was because I knew that the original couple Adas were white, but I thought by now there would be a couple that, but no, apparently this was the first one. Which is great, you know, never too late to change. If there was ever any doubt with this game, it's never too late to change, because Ashley's great, and Ada's voiced by an Asian woman.
Thank God.
And the game is really good. And I there's costumes, but there's also accessories.
Okay.
So you can like put glasses on Ashley.
Okay.
You can give her different hair colors. The big bonus, the big like you beat the hardest difficulty on the hardest ranking is you can give Leon cat ears.
Yes.
Which is fantastic.
That is awesome.
So there's just little things like that here and there that are great. There was this one part. So my favorite part of this game so far is that they keep adding like these skips in the game that are going to be really cool for speedrunning, but are also just like neat if you've played the game before. Right. So as you know, at the beginning of Resident Evil 4, your cop friend goes missing. You go try to find him, and then you come to this village.
Right.
And the village is filled with people, and you just have to fight them until, and I think it's like a 4-minute timer, and then the church bell rings, and then they all walk away, and then he goes, "Where's everybody going?" Bingo, and then it says Resident Evil 4. In this game, if you have the sniper rifle, which you can't have until New Game Plus, so you have to wait until that to do this. If you go to the town in New Game Plus with the sniper rifle,
and you hit the bell,
you can shoot the church bell and end that sequence right away.
That's cool.
Which is very I was like, once I heard that, I was like, oh man, that is so cool. There's a scene where it's late in the game, but it's the room where there's like a bridge in the middle of the room that keeps lowering, and the point of it is like you go halfway on the bridge and then some dude comes and lowers it, and then you have to fight your way back up. If you throw a grenade right before that cutscene starts, the grenade will continue to throw in the cutscene and then blow up the dude and the bridge never goes down.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
So little things like that I'm just like, I'm being like, this is what I love when games like this do this. I'm being rewarded for finding cool stuff like that because I played the original Resident Evil 4.
Right.
But if you're someone who hasn't played the original Resident Evil 4, you can still completely enjoy this video game, which is what I love.
Do they still have the dog at the very beginning?
Yes. Oh my God, the dog. Okay, dude, I have to. I'm glad you mentioned it because I totally forgot about the dog. So yeah, so in the original game, you save the dog. It fucks off. You're fighting the big. They're called El Gigantes.
Okay.
And then the dog comes and he's like, oh, I'll help. You know, he doesn't talk obviously, but he's basically like, I'll help you. He distracts the El Gigante a bit. So that's what happened in the original game, right? In this game, because they know that everyone loves that fucking dog,
right?
You rescue the dog, it fucks off. You're fighting the El Gigante. Halfway through, the camera like snap zooms up to a mountain, and the dog is there, and the dog howls to the moonlight, and a fucking bolt of lightning comes behind him to emphasize his wolf howl.
Oh my God.
And then Leon, of course, he said the only thing that Leon's allowed to say in that scene, which is, "Hey, it's that dog."
Yes.
It was incredible. I took a video of it
my God,
on my after we're done after we're done streaming, remind me, I'll bring it up because I was like yes.
Yeah.
I like it's not because when I play video games I kind of tend to like zone out. I'm just like playing, but I was just like so animated during that. I was like, yes, it's that dog and he's great and it's very cool. That was awesome. Yeah, just little things like that where it's like if you haven't played RE4, like you're gonna think this dog is cool, but if you have played RE4, you're like, let's go, it's my boy. I've been waiting 15 years for this dog. So that was very cool. I completely forgot about that. I'm glad you brought it up. Yeah, but other than that, when we do the normal podcast, which we're gonna do, in a few minutes, I'm gonna talk about PAX East, but here I wanted to talk about some of the games I demoed at PAX East real quick. So, there's a game that is just about to come out called WrestleQuest. It has real licensed wrestlers in it, and I saw the trailer for this game, and I got really excited because I've always wanted a wrestling RPG, specifically like a wrestling JRPG, And I thought that's what this was going to be. It's not quite that, which is totally fine. I found a different wrestling game at PAX. It's called Wrestling Story.
And that's exactly what you want.
It literally is exactly what I want. It's a wrestling JRPG where like all the buzzwords that we all know about wrestling like are in there. Like you have to hype up the crowd, and you have to once you get enemies' HPs down to 0, you have to pin them for a 3 count. It's just a lot of really cool stuff. The combat is sort of Paper Mario. How you like every attack you do, you have like a 3-second like mini game basically that you have to complete, and then you like if you complete it, you get to do more damage. It was very cool. I didn't get to play it as much as I would have liked because there was a emergency I had to take care of at my booth. But I'm very looking forward to that. They said it's going to be on Steam and Switch, and they're working on PS5 and Xbox Series X. Another game I wanted to talk about that I didn't get to play, but I saw it, and I was like, that seems pretty cool. It was essentially Baten Kaitos, except the cards were playing cards. So it was like poker rules. I know I've talked to you about this before. So it's like to do fire spell, you need 2 cards that are the same suit.
Right.
But if you have like 4 cards that are the same suit, you fire spell like plus. It was stuff like that, and it was like where like your knowledge of poker will help you play this game, but you don't have to enjoy it. So that seemed pretty cool. That game was called Zoeti, Zoeti.
Okay.
And then the big one.
Oh yeah.
I actually literally downloaded and started playing this game last night.
It's out?
Oh yeah, it's out, baby.
Oh my God.
It's out right now. It's called Romamclevania, and it fucking rocks. So if you saw my best games of 2022 video, I made a throwaway joke about a pumpkin with titties, and that is from this game. It's called Romamclevania, and it's so now having played more than just the demo, I've played about 2.5 hours of this game. It's basically a Metroidvania.
Right.
But you play as Dracula, and Dracula's castle has been transformed into the Bachelorette style dating show.
Yeah, love game.
So, but all the people you're dating are like Medusa and
the genie.
Yeah, and a genie
a
and
demon.
a demon and a pumpkin with pumpkin titties. And people are loving my post. Thank you, everybody. Not important. But yeah, I played it for a bit at PAX. I believe you also played it for a bit at PAX,
the
right?
First time, like you led us to the booth, and like at first I'm like thinking to myself like, oh, it's Dracula. Is this an Otome game? Because I immediately thought like, oh, it's a dating game, so definitely gonna be Otome. But like I don't know if people know what Otome is, but it's like
you play as a boy
or like a girl who's like romanced by like different like a number of different people, and like you make like different choices. So that was my initial thought, like, okay, it's gonna be an Otome game, blah blah. But then I was like, oh, like this is kind of like an RPG too.
It's kind of like they do the whole like you have a bunch of powers at the beginning and then we take all of them away, and instead of leveling up, your like relationship level with the cast members goes up, and you when you get to the store, I don't know how long the demo is because I didn't play the whole thing, but when you get to the store, you literally like
you can buy your powers back.
Yeah, you buy your powers back slowly, and once I didn't get very far, but once I met, so you meet the first three people. It was the genie, it was the demon, and the third person was Medusa, who has accidentally turned her body into stone. So her quest is like, go find my real body. It's out there somewhere, I guess.
Right.
After you meet those three, the host, who I'm pretty sure is supposed to be the Grim Reaper, shows up and is basically like, it's time to vote, and you have to vote one of them off right away. But you get like a little like dating scene first, like you get an opportunity to like chat with all of them first. So they're really playing up the like this is a reality show airing on actual television part of it. So that's pretty cool. I'll probably talk about that more next time we do a video game podcast, because like I said, I just started it, but I did demo it at PAX. I was also surprised to hear that it was out, because not typically do you demo the game at PAX if it's out.
Yeah.
I'm glad they did though, because they were super cool. And their game is great, and I really like it.
Is it on Switch or where are you playing it on?
I bought it on PS5. I don't know if it's on Switch. I don't know if it's on Switch, but I bought it on PS5, and I know it's on Steam.
Okay.
Because I wish listed it on Steam like a year ago or whatever. But when they said it was on PS5, I was like, I'm gonna play it on that because my computer is doo-doo and will not run this game good. I don't know if you noticed, because I didn't actually notice when I was demoing it at the convention, but I noticed when I was playing it on my TV. When you wake up and the minions are like, oh, look who it is, your entire castle is pixelated.
Oh,
and then once you leave, you exit up into a mall.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's modern day now.
Right, yeah.
And then when you go back to the castle, they've like revamped it.
I was actually wondering if like that was just my eyes like playing tricks on me. Like, did they? Because it looked like once it's like transformed, like a lot smoother. I'm like,
no, it's straight up. It's straight up made out of pixels and voxels at the beginning. Yeah, it was neat. It was neat for sure. I really liked it. And you could play as a woman. I didn't expect that either, because all the promotional material had the dude. And I did appreciate, this is not a cure-all, but I did appreciate that you can, I don't know if you noticed this, you can play as the woman with the male's voice.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can play as the male with the woman's voice too.
I didn't notice that too, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought that was neat. I thought that was a little touch. A lot of different people are making cool like choices when it comes to stuff like that. Like you know that game Harvestella?
Yes, I've heard of that.
Yeah, you when you start that game, you have the choice between male, female, or non-binary.
Oh, cool.
Which is, you know, once again not
a cure-all.
A cure-all, but it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
I like, and that game's made by Square Enix,
Right.
So that's a pretty cool thing for like a big dev like that.
And there's also
to do.
like Nintendo too with Animal Crossing. It's like it's not choose your gender, but choose your style.
Yeah, and literally when you this is what I appreciated about Animal Crossing. You can wear clothes no matter what gender you picked, obviously. But then when you do later on at the mirror switch between genders, nothing changes about your look, which is cool. I don't know. I thought that was an interesting touch. Like, you can do this, but you can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
You know, it's cool. But yes, I think, let me just read this real quick. Was there anything else video game related about PAX that you wanted to talk about?
Let me think.
Because we'll talk about everything else on the next podcast.
There were like little things like little like I focused mainly on vendors, but there was this like little like corgi. I can't remember.
Oh yes,
the corgi stand, like the corgi's like cozy stroll or whatnot.
No, I got you. Hold on.
Yeah,
I got their card right here. I promise. It's here somewhere.
I bought their sticker pack, but I was like, I'm not a Steam person because like my computer also is not great.
It's doo-doo?
Yeah.
I know I have it. Here we go. Here's some. Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
It's called Corgi's Cozy Hike. And you can wish list it on Steam. Oh my God! Did you read this part?
What?
If you use, I can't tell if it's every purchase of this game or if it's just this QR code, but it says donates 10% of revenue to dog shelters.
Oh, I heard. They actually had like a big card that said that at the booth.
Oh,
I was
that's
like, that's so
cool.
But if
while I'm let me find something else I wanted to show you real quick.
if there's if there was ever a corgi game that I wanted to play, it's that one because of how cute their stickers were.
Oh, Mason, if you're still watching, I got these for you and Chelsea. I don't know how I'm gonna give them to you, but they're Night in the Woods temporary tattoos.
Nice.
There was another. Hold on one sec. This is worth it. I promise. Put this down here. There was a cool thing that I got that I didn't realize until I got home. So this is the card for Terra, which is actually also out now. This is a Devolver game that I did not get to demo, but I saw a card. I was like, ooh, yes, please. It's like a intricate environmental strategy game about transforming a barren wasteland into a thriving, balanced ecosystem.
Ooh.
This card is handmade from recycled biodegradable fibers and is embedded with seeds.
Oh.
Plant it beneath 1/8 of an inch of fine soil and water daily until seedlings are well established.
Oh, that's cool.
It literally has like, it's not like a packet you open. It's literally just you plant this that I'm holding, and a plant will come out of it.
That's so cool.
I actually might do it. That seems really neat.
That's really cool. Yeah, there were a lot of games like I didn't know that Devolver was the people who made a Cult of the Lamb, which I'm so, interested in playing, but I didn't get to demo that because the line was super long.
I demoed Cult of the Lamb for probably 3 minutes. It was the same morning that I had that emergency I was dealing with. It seems fun. It is in no way related to Binding of Isaac, which I was surprised about because it's kind of got the same themes. It seems like what they were promoting at PAX East was a DLC pack.
Right.
So I think I'm just going to wait for that to come out at this point because I know I'll like Cult of the Lamb. I just haven't gotten around to buying it yet. But it's, right up my alley. A room-based indie roguelike.
Yeah.
I love those. It's like Binding of Isaac or Hades or something like that. But the art style is everything is 2D, but it's a 3D world. If I don't know how else to explain that. It's like it looks like a pop-up book.
Right.
Maybe is a good way to explain that. Yeah, it was cool. Like I said, I played it for probably 3 minutes. But it seems fun. But yeah, that's going to do it for us here on the Thunder and Lightning Gaming Podcast. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe.
Our channel has daily uploads from podcast video essays, Let's Plays to skits.
Be sure to watch on Twitch. We stream all our video game and podcast content live at 5 EST every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday.
Our intro is by Brad Kendrick and music by Froggy and the Friendship. Link to all that in the description below.
Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.